Hi, today I'm reviewing the Laneige Fresh Calming Mousse Moisturizer. And if you want to help keep this channel independent, please check out my products at the Amazon link below. So recently at Sephora, Laneige introduced a couple of products for sensitive skin. They've got a good skincare lineup. And they have a fresh calming toner that came out, as well as this mousse moisturizer. And I was checking at some K-beauty stores, and they actually even have more. They've got like a fresh calming skin serum. I think they have a fresh sensitive skin eye cream. So they've got more. Sephora right now has 2 of those, so hopefully they'll pick out more of those. But the Laneige brand is one that's usually decent, but they usually include fragrance. So that's why most of their other products I'm not as keen on, but when they came out with these, they were fragrance free, so I had to pick them up, as well as a mousse. I've never tried a mousse moisturizer, so I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. So my first criteria is packaging, and the packaging definitely protects the ingredients from exposure to light and air. However, if you travel a lot, it is not the most travel friendly. It's bulky. It's technically, I think, an aerosol container. So it's not travel friendly in the least, but it does at least protect the ingredients, and it's got a nice pump dispenser, so it makes it very easy to dispense it when you're getting ready. So I definitely overall like the packaging, but you know, if you become addicted to this and you travel, it's not going to be easy to bring this, especially if you like to carry everything on. So with everything, there's a plus and a minus. So overall, I think the positives outweigh the negatives. So my second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any alcohol, any denatured alcohol. My third criteria is fragrance, and this is fragrance-free, and it really has no scent to it at all, no noticeable scent, so that's a good thing. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Korea. I believe Laneige is owned by Amore Pacific, so K-beauty brand. Sephora also sells them. So I think this is kind of their more budget-friendly line, which isn't necessarily the most budget-friendly, but it's definitely a lot more friendly than the Amore Pacific prices, which are $100 and more on at least every product. So this is definitely more palatable for the price. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and it's very easy to use. You're definitely going to want to shake it up a little bit since it is an aerosol container. Give it a little bit of a shake and then lightly press the pump, because if you press it down too hard, you're going to get a lot of product. And a little bit of this mousse goes a long way. And it is a nice foam, so but it spreads over skin easily, and like I said, a little bit of it goes a long way. Like that little bit of foam was probably enough for your entire face. So just a very quick press on the button and you're set. So very easy. It has a nice soothing feeling because it's the mousse. It does feel nice and soothing. It doesn't absorb instantly. It takes a few minutes. I would more recommend this for people with normal to dry skin than those with oily skin, because it does take a little bit of time to fully absorb. And if you have oily skin, it might just be a little bit too hydrating. It's got some good hydrators and emollients in there. So a little bit goes a long way, but overall very easy to use. And it does play well with other products. I tend to use lots of different layers, especially in my evening routine, a lot of different layers. And this plays well with all different ingredients. I chose to use this, so I wash my face. I usually use an essence, or I use a toner, then an essence, and then a serum, usually the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. Then sometimes I use different, and then I tend to use this right after that. And then after this absorbs for a couple of minutes, then I'll go on with my retinol and then my Protini cream. So it's kind of, you're going to want to apply it in the middle of your skincare routine. And because it's a mousse, sometimes it can be harder to tell where it fits in, because usually the rule is the thinnest product or the lightest product goes on first, and then work up to your heaviest, like a balm would be like the last product you'd want to use, just because of how thick it is. So I'd apply it somewhere in the middle. After a serum is probably best, because it does take a little bit of a time to absorb. So anyway, you play around with it a little bit and you'll figure it out. So, because that mousse texture does make a little different. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and it doesn't have a ton of antioxidants in here. They've more focused on emollients and hydrating ingredients. It does contain tocopherol and squalane, so it's got a couple antioxidants in there. However, in general, the ingredient list on this is not the longest, so it's right here. So it's not super long. So they haven't really put in a ton of stuff. They're more focused on the emollients than the antioxidants, which is okay. At least they've included some. And squalane is up higher on the list. So anyway, so they did okay on that. At least they included some. So my 7th criteria is animal testing, and unfortunately the Laneige brand is not cruelty-free. I'm looking forward to some changes, possibly by some of these brands in the future. My 8th criteria is performance, and it definitely does a nice job hydrating your skin, especially if you have drier sensitive skin, or even if you don't have drier sensitive skin. You're just better off avoiding drying denatured alcohols and overwhelming fragrances. It's just your skin is better off for it. So I thought it was a nice addition to my skincare routine. It definitely left my skin feeling nice. It definitely left it feeling soothed. I've actually been using this too a lot. I do a little bit of face lasers at home. The Laneige, I believe that's the name of it. The age-defying laser thing where it hurts like heck, but Tria makes one, Laneige makes one. I've been using that after those because it definitely does a nice job soothing my skin and kind of cooling it down after I've used those, because as much as people say in the reviews that they don't feel anything and doesn't hurt, it hurts me. So, and you can do like up to 200 pulses on that Laneige laser. Usually I can get up to like 40 before I'm like, that's enough pain for one day. So, but I like using this afterwards because it definitely, the mousse texture does something for me. And it definitely leaves my skin feeling hydrated because those lasers can be super drying for your skin as well. So I like using that afterwards. On to number 9, which is the price. And I actually didn't think this was ridiculous. It's $29. And this is the full size, which is 2.8 ounces. But if you look at it, it comes out as a foam. I think a little bit is going a really long way with this product. So if you think about, most moisturizers are usually come in like a 1 ounce or maybe a 1.7 ounce bottle. It's almost unheard of for moisturizer to come almost 3 ounces. So unless you're talking about like an all over body lotion or something. So I just didn't think this was that expensive, especially when you figure in a little bit of this goes a very long way. So I think the Protini moisturizer, which I use a lot of, it comes in a jar. I think it's like $68. I think the jar is 1.7 ounces. So this one, you're almost getting a third more of the product. If you think about it, if it were really a 1.7 ounce bottle, it would be like $19. So yeah, it's a lot more affordable than you'd think. So, and then on to number 10, which is the It Factor. And I gave them the thumb up for the It Factor. I really liked the mousse texture. Let me show you again. I really liked it. It was something different. I haven't seen a lot of those before. I don't think I've seen any really before. And I just really thought it was soothing my skin after my laser treatments that I do at home myself, or even after the microneedling I do. And if you do microneedling, I'll have to do a video on it, but if you do it, there's a lot of people that will say use retinol or vitamin C afterwards. I would go with the product that has the least amount of ingredients afterwards, because you can have so many different things that can occur if you're microneedling, because you are essentially puncturing many small holes into your skin. So definitely go with something very calming, not a strong acid, nothing too much, because I'll have to do a video on it. I don't know how many of you guys do it. If you do it, leave a comment. I don't know. It's a little bold to do at home, but I don't know. I'll try anything once or twice. So, but anyway, I really like this. I personally think that this is one of the best products Laneige has to offer from their line, and I've tried quite a few of their products. So this one, their calming toner seems to be pretty decent. So I'm hoping Sephora will bring out more of their calming line, or their for sensitive skin line to Sephora. So yeah. So, and then I also noted I have a love-hate relation with the packaging. I like it because it protects the ingredients, but not very travel friendly. So overall, this got an 8 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which is pretty good. So I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this out yet or not, or what you've tried from the Laneige line. What have you tried and how have you liked it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I come with at least one new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net and the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.